I have nothing on my hands. Of course, the internet, nobody can say that there is nothing like the internet, but still, when I have nothing, how will I piece together this information, that information? How will I blend a creative element to it? How will I not antagonize people? These are so many risks are there in this play. So many potentials are there. So many undertones which other people do not exploit. Like emotional saga of certain people who are connected with this man. So all these things I was trying to build up together. That's how this novel came. So, sir, I'm so happy and so thankful to you for being with us today and for gracing this occasion. And as many people said, to see Jay Kumar, he's himself a star. More than that, Chandana Lebam, there are so many beautiful poems like that. Purajadhi, Kudigollu, Pinne, Saukarniya, ഇതൊക്കെ കേൾക്കാനായിട്ട് പത്ത് ജന്മം ജനിക്കണമെന്ന് തോന്നും കേട്ട് നിൽക്കാനായിട്ട് അത്ര നല്ല പാട്ടുകളാണ്. I think that this is there. This is very much there. So I'm so happy that such a great man has come to us. Then it's my good fortune and privilege to have with us our beloved regional director, who lives by his name, Nirmal Chand, and glows in purity and calmness. Like he's just so nice. I haven't seen in my entire career in the Reserve Bank such a person. So just like his name. Once I accidentally called him up. We don't call the artist unless it is necessary. It was a mistaken call. Then I've got other artists also and had different reactions. When I called him accidentally, he said, no, don't worry, what happened? That's the kind of tone, So you feel so. Okay, sir, and we are very thankful to you and I think it's very fortunate that you have released the book for us today. All said, and without my gratitude goes to Sri Adikeshwan. I think he's a rare presence. He's really a noble presence, a ray of radiance. Just to see him, actually, he has such a kind of radiance operating in him, and the genuineness. A man, you cannot easily find many people like this. I have always in my life been trying to find out people who are good at heart. Good at heart in the sense, there are people who are so superficial, there are people who are negative, there are people who are positive, but people who are really good and genuine, we are very, very rare. And one such is, not because of anything, I gave him my book, I wanted him, so Devi Prasad told me, sir is the best person, because he is also a erudite person, he has Sanskrit, he has so many skills. And at first I was skeptical, but after seeing all my fears were abated. And then yesterday he called me and said, I would like to read. Nobody has asked me that I want to read more of your works. This is the last word, enough. I want to see your Father Vekas in passing poem. I want to see your Radha, what you wrote about Radha Krishna. I will see how much he has studied me in 1 or 2 days, just to speak. He doesn't want to give me any empty praise. He just comes and say, he sent this person, and in half an hour, I fortunately had a book in my car, which I wanted to post to one library. And so I tore it up and then I tore the package and gave it to him. I think there also the circle is playing, these things, and in many points in the writing of Devasahayam also, I have felt this circle happening. You will not believe it, when I'm lost, how do I go about the next event in the book? Something trips up. That may be after 10 days, after 15 days, but I cannot move without that. Because I am already in a depth from which I do not know how to come out. Then something happens. I get this from this source suddenly. Nobody tells me, but I get it. So that way, and I think one of the positives about the book, what that I felt was that nowhere I have forced any chain, any link in the book. As far as I can see, Everything has come like that, even though I only had a problem about setting the scenes because it was too long a day. Anyway, so sir, thank you so much for everything that you have. And about Mr. C.K. Thomas, he's another enlightened being. One of the good beings, I said, one of the basic good things that happened to me since writing this book is seeing good people. Really, this is happening. And when I think of Mr. C.K. Thomas, I should not miss to tell about Father Charamel. Father Charamel is the one to whom I first gave my first book. He held the book in his, he hugged the book and said, I will take it to somebody who will do you wonders, but we will make it a film and all those things. He said, everybody says they will make a film, but that is good. Anyway, and he said he's a good guy. He is in the Doordarshan, and he has got a dramatic sensibility. And one of the beautiful things I noticed is that immediately on getting the book, he rang me up. He took my email. These normally don't happen. Then we responded as if we were friends for a long time. This book is helping. This book is helping all that. And I must not miss to again thank Mr. Charamel also at this point of time, because I think most of you will know, he is a kidney superman. He is the one who gets kidneys from all the people and donates it to people. And he is the one who said that the heart is a bank. The more you give, the more it fills with the pressure of love. He's he's a very remarkable person. Charamel. But I will be available on Skype otherwise he would be very thrilled about wanting to talk on this occasion. Yes, and he's a person I cannot forget. And along with our Mr. C.K. Thomas ji, I will like to thank both of them together and for giving me valuable insights into the book, for reading it with such a profound sensitivity. And my friend Devi Prasad, actually long years, he is a symbolic of passage of time, and sadly we met after long years at the demise of one of my friends. I'll take my simply to remember him. He was one of our friends along with Kurula, myself, and Mr. Tilak. He passed away, and that was what when I met Mr. Devi Prasad after a long time, and renewed a lot of friendships. Mr. Devi, when I think of Mr. Devi Prasad, I must also thank his AGM, Mr. Tanga Prasad, on this occasion, because together we decided on the idea of having the SBT also as part of this sponsoring, as part of this program, so that we can make it a literary event in all the perspectives. Thank you, Mr. Devi Prasad. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I take this moment, it would not be fair if I do not thank my publishers, Authors Press Publishers in New Delhi. He has published quite a few poets, young poets, including some poets here, like Meera is here now? She is left. She is from the Jain TV. Many poets have been published by him. And he said that this book is going to cost me a lot. You have to strive to sell at least 50 books for me, but most of the books have yet gone free only. So anyway, that's also there, but I have hope that this book will sell, definitely. And it would not be least, but one of my friends, Mr. Shashi Kumar, who is sitting here, he has come all the way from Kayangulam. He just retired as the GM. He is the first person to read the book in its draft form when nobody would even touch it. It is even a bigger book. So he went through all the pages and he was able to critically analyze it. And I'm thankful to you, Mr. Shashi, for all the work. And he's a big critic also. Finally, but I welcome all these criticisms. He told me that he's now staying in Kayangulam. And he has come across this temple where he was killed. our person. Commander. So historical facts are rooted, and we know hardly anything of our own historical facts. Nobody knows that there is a temple where one such murder took place by one of the commanders, like the Ramayendra. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And he himself was the one who told me that, some two months back in Madhubhumi, some Dalit writing came about each bund being named after a sacrificed boy or polluting. These are all truths which none of us perhaps will go into, because none of us are made aware. And I think these things we should also imbibe and learn from, so that we emerge more mature as more mature human beings. And I must place my special thanks to Sri Aravind for taking this opportunity to anchor this event, and that laid back half my burden, because he is a good anchoring person, and he's also involved in so many cultural societal activities. And again to Sri Kumar, who and Mr. Kevin, who helped me to do a visual to the Indian Express and Deccan Chronicle for relentlessly putting me on their journalism pages, and giving me some kind of focus. And all the press people, the infrastructure builders, the caterers, and up to the last person. And I will most of all thank God, and close with a few lines from the poet William Cooper. He says, God moves in mysterious ways. God moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform. He plants his footsteps in the sea and rides upon the storm. His purposes will ripen fast, unfolding every hour. The bud may have a bitter taste, but sweet will be the flower. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And that brings us to a conclusion. Thank you one and all once again for having attended this function.